So did you guys see this freaking sucker punch? Apparently there was a boxing match in freaking Corona, California, and this guy Christian Baez, okay, gets knocked down by Ruben Torres, and then the ref gets in the middle, gets him up, counts, does the 8 count, pulls him forward, and then Christian Baez, the guy who got knocked down, was like, okay, let's touch gloves. He didn't say that obviously, but he put his glove up like let's touch gloves. So Ruben Torres comes up, touches his glove, and then boom, freaking punches him in the face less than 1 second. Didn't even give it a beat. He just freaking touch, boom, and knocked him out. The dude was completely unsuspected. Freaking Christian Baez got knocked out, and it was just like, dude, what is this guy thinking? Like, why does he do that? People are saying, oh, well, you got to protect yourself at all times. You got to protect yourself. Yeah, like in a freaking street fight, you know what I mean? Like, yes, a freaking street fight, yeah, you got to protect yourself because people can be doing some shady stuff, like pulling out weapons and stuff like that. But for like a sanctioned fight, it's like there are moments during a sanctioned fight where, fighters just know it's like, okay, you give it a second. You don't come up and freaking sucker sneak somebody in the face while they're just completely unsuspecting. One of those moments is after you touch gloves. You touch gloves and there's a little beat and then boom, fight. It's like even from the little kids, you see them doing karate. It's like, okay, they're fighting or they step close to close, they bow, whatever, and it's fight. And they do their thing, and then the ref separates them. Fight, you know what I mean? It's like there's a little beat in between each moment. And that's the same thing with like freaking boxing. It's like, okay, you stand up, touch gloves, beat, and then fight, and then you go at it. But you always have these freaking shady, sneaky guys that come up and freaking sneak one. Like I could understand if they hate each other. If they hate each other, I could understand somebody trying to do that because obviously they hate each other. And even if they do hate you, it's like, okay, you probably won't even touch gloves. It's like, I'm not going to touch gloves. This dude freaking hates me. He's going to try to take my head off when he knows we're supposed to have a beat in between the glove touch. Like, that's what happened with Mayweather versus Ortiz way back in the day, where Ortiz was like, oh, crying to the ref. Like, I used to like Ortiz. I liked him prior to the Mayweather fight, but then he was acting like a crybaby in the middle of the fight. Mayweather came up and bink, knocked him out, and that was it. And I don't know how well he did after that, but I don't think I ever saw him fight again. Might have been a time when I started watching the UFC, but anyway, that's the time when I could understand it, when people hate each other. And it's like, okay, but like, if you have respect for boxing, if you have any kind of honor, then you're not going to do that freaking kind of thing. You're not going to just sucker somebody like when they're completely unexpected. You're going to give them a little beat and then boom, fight. The only way, like I said, is if somebody hates the other person or if they're just freaking lazy. They have no honor. They're just lazy. They're just like, I don't care how I win. I just want to win. I don't care. I don't need to beat this person. I just need to win. Like if you have honor, you're going to beat the person to win. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to be fair and I'm going to fight this person. I'm going to fight him and have honor and I'm going to beat him. I'm not going to freaking sucker punch him when he's unsuspecting. You know what I mean? So like either the dude's lazy and has no honor, or I don't think he hates the guy. So I think the dude just don't have no honor. And I don't know what you guys think, but I think that is completely disrespectful to boxing. It's like if you're in a street fight, yeah, that's cool because obviously, you have to kind of be sneaky. Like, no, man, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to boom. You know what I mean? You kind of have to be sneaky because usually the first person that, throws or the first person, the more sneaky you are, you're going to win because stuff in the streets is a little more dangerous, So you kind of have to be different. You don't have a ref there breaking you up. Like people are going to get crazy. So you kind of have to be a little deceptive and sneaky and shady when you're doing a street fight. But when you're in a sanctioned boxing match, have a little bit of honor, have a little bit of respect. I mean, these people who are saying, oh, you always have to defend yourself. Yeah, you always have to defend yourself. But, a lot of times like you think, your opponent's going to have a little bit of honor and have a little respect. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't just go in there like, and just like, always like freaking on freaking point. Like this kind of reminds me also is like when a person loses the boxing match and he gets pissed when when the winner is doing the interview, he goes up and just freaking suckers him. You know what I mean? Like knocks him out or just freaking takes him out. It's like, dude, that's zero honor, zero respect. It's like it's freaking shady, man. It's freaking shady. So I don't know, probably audiences are gonna want to see this guy freaking get beat. The fans are gonna want to see this guy get beat because he has no honor. He has no honor. Opponents are not going to they're not gonna respect him. They're not gonna show him respect if they know he's shady and he's gonna do some shady stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this was like uncalled for? Do you guys think that, yeah, you should protect yourself at all times, but do you think there are little moments where it's like, okay, if you're honorable, if you have respect for the fight game, that you're just going to, give it a little beat? Like, don't freaking sucker somebody when they're unsuspecting it. Obviously, if they hate each other, that's a different story. But if it's just two fighters, dude, that's just kind of messed up, I think. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's freaking a scummy move, man. But thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. See you next time. Peace.